Wow. So nice. Just gonna do a walk around. Wow, you can see the WinMax pads. That looks so nice. And you can see the rigid collars too right there. We just got that done today. Spoon N1 exhaust, Enki RPF ones, 15x7. Cute Jay's Racing sticker.
Offset.
Oh, the offset, yeah. Plus 35. You can see the offset from this angle, I guess. RT615K plus tires. Ooh, you can see the rigid collars from here too, which is pretty cool. Because usually you can only see it from the bottom of the car. So this is the interior. Got the owl G meter. Oh yeah, spoon shift knob, short shift kit from Buddy Club seats, just because they're super cheap. Yeah, you can see the W4 pads here, which I think looks awesome. What else did we get done today? So we got engine mount done, Beatrush engine mount, and of course brake fluid, so the blue Project Mu fluid. What else? We have our intake, which is super cute, by the way. For the fit, it's so tiny. Look, this is for scale, and it sounds nice. And the spoon cap, just little mods here and there. Tow hook for track. Wow.
The gen of the fit. Generation.
A generation. Yeah, this is the let's see, Zenki Koki. This is the Koki, so it has a different grille, different bumper. I could go into the differences next time, but there's quite a few differences from the 09 to 11 G8, which is the Zenki. The interior, the pattern on the seats, the little chrome trim around the gauges. There's a lot of little details that they added. Thank goodness the secret compartment in the rear, oops, is still there. I'll just go for a drive. So yeah, let's go for a drive. Now the biggest difference I noticed right away was from the engine mount. So as soon as we start the car, we've got our F20. Here we go. It's recording, right? Yeah. Wow. But you can really feel the vibration when you start the car and when it's idling and when it's at low revs. But once you get up to speed, it's a little better. And I hope it'll break in a little bit because it's pretty aggressive. I was surprised. Okay, so we have a new clutch done today, XD clutch. What else did we get done? So new clutch, new brakes, engine mount, spoon rigid collars. So I'm thinking of it as like the foundation, like just a more rigid foundation to build on top of. So next will be coilovers and more power, or as Donut Media says, more. I can't say it.
First.
No, you know how he goes like, "Mo power, baby." I don't know if you can tell the vibration from the video, but it's so much more responsive. Oh my gosh. Like when you step on the gas, it's just, wow, that's crazy. It's so much more responsive. And even in the steering with the rigid collars. Like, I didn't think I would feel that big of a difference, but actually, let me confirm it in some turns later. Get our AC on. Wow, I can really hear the vibration now. Like when it's idling. It feels like it's breaking in actually, right? It wasn't as bad as when we first started it. Oh yeah, the biggest downside to the Koki is the Tpms. It won't let you turn off traction control if you have TPMS light on or any TPMS issue. In the Zenki, there's a way you can get around that by disconnecting the switch plug down here, but you can't do that anymore in this new one, which is a bummer. So many cops. Whoa, so much vibration. Oh my god. The steering feels heavier. It used to feel... It's so much tighter now. It's tighter and heavier. I didn't expect it to be such big difference. Wow, the rigid collar is highly recommended. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to baby the clutch because this is a new clutch. So I'll just drive like... Oh my gosh, it feels so good. As soon as you turn, you can feel the rigid colors. So if you're dailying this car and nothing but daily, I wouldn't recommend the Beatrush engine mount, but the spoon rigid colors definitely make a huge difference, especially if you're really sensitive. Wow, it's so good. Like you could really feel the steering is just much tighter and heavier, and I needed a lot more of that because my steering was super light before. Remember? My steering. It feels heavy now. It's actually heavy. And plus it looks cool. I didn't know you could see it from the outside in the rear. That's really cool. Wow, so everything's vibrating from the engine mount. It's like a race car. Turn off the AC later. Let me roll that window. Okay. Perfect. Wow, it feels so good. Every time you turn the steering wheel, you can feel it. This plus coilovers is going to be a huge difference. responsive. Everything's more responsive. The steering, the gas. This is just with Swift springs right now. That's the only suspension. Oh, and a rear sway bar from Progress. Oh, it's so fun now. Oh my gosh. It feels so good. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, the rigid collar makes it so much better. I would have to say that that is my favorite mod so far. That should be the first thing you do, actually. Especially if you plan on getting coilovers or stickier tires. Definitely should get the rigid collars first. Oh, it feels so good. Just going for a spirited cruise. Nothing too crazy. So we're not actually at the part where it really starts yet. This is just the part where you go up to the top. Oh, it feels so good. It's so good, oh my gosh! It's so rigid now, oh my god. It's like razor sharp handling. It's so good. Even 120 horsepower can be scary in the canyons. Oh, I think that was a dragonfly. And there's so many now. It's good. Dragonflies eat mosquitoes.
Bonus fact.
Yeah. Bonus fact of the day. This is just too much fun. It feels so good. Oh my gosh. You should definitely get it. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Perfect. And Rob Chu knows how to install it even better now. Because the rear was a little bit confusing. It actually doesn't go on the subframe. It goes through one of the control arm bolts, I think. I'll have to confirm later. Okay, this is where it starts officially. But I'm just gonna drive at the same pace. Just enjoying the rigid collars. I mean, the video can only show so much, but you have to feel it. It just feels so much stiffer, and everything is sharper. So there's less play. The steering feels heavier. Feels like this is how the car should have felt out of the factory. good. Wow, it feels so different. The steering is so heavy now. Like every time I steer. Before it's way too light. I think it definitely helped the cornering speed too. Oh my gosh, this is too good.
I could feel that it's so much faster than we drove it before.
Yeah, it's so good. There's more feedback too, so you feel more of what's going on with the chassis because it's so tight now. There's no movement. Oh, that was traction control kicking in because I can't turn it off. So you suddenly felt the car slow down. Did you feel it? It's so annoying. Oh, skunk. I think that's skunk. Well, we just finished, so perfect. This is the end of the road. It's like one more right turn up front. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. The fit feels so good now, oh my gosh. Okay, anything else I should add? I think I covered just how.
Go drive with us.
Oh yeah. Come drive with us.
Yeah.
We'll be at the October Fit and Friends meet.
November.
Oh, November?
November.
Well, anyways, there's an upcoming
Yeah.
Fit and Friends meet
Yeah.
at Streets
Like
of
a
Willow.
meet.
No, not meet. There's a track day.
Yeah, track.
Yeah, I just said meet because it's like a fit meet at a track day. Wow, it feels so much more responsive. Like the steering input, I just need a little bit. It's so responsive. So good. Brakes is awesome. I love the WinMax W4 pads because they are super controllable. You can easily modulate it under heavy braking, and they have so little noise for such awesome pads. You can track them and still be quiet on the street, and they don't produce that much dust. They do a little bit, but it's not that bad. Not as bad as the Hawks, I hear, which are really bad for daily use. What else? So brakes, clutch, so far so good. It's kind of hard to feel the clutch modulation when the car's vibrating so much. I can't really tell. Like, usually you can tell where you are in the clutch travel. You can feel the clutch touching, but now it just starts vibrating so crazy that, well, I guess I could feel it a little more. I guess you just have to get used to it with all the vibration from the engine mount. Wow, everything. Oh, shifting is buttery smooth now. I think the engine mount helps with the shifting. Fit. Wow, yeah, shifting is better. Wow. Overall, the car is just much more race car feeling, and it's just a blast to drive now. I mean, even stock they're fun, but now it's just on a different level. And rigid collars, highly recommended. And big shout out to Robert Chu at Chuworks. Not a how did I used to pronounce it? Cheworks. I used to think it was It's Chuworks, which makes sense if you consider that his name is Robert Chu. But anyways, big shout out to Robert Chu for getting not just these parts, but some of the previous things done on my Fit. They were all done by Robert Chu. Wow, it just feels so good now. Maybe we can add some footage of normal driving. Just film a little more.
So if you had it daily.
Yeah, so you can feel more vibration at the lower RPMs. But high RPMs, it's smooth. That's where you're gonna be anyways if you're on the track. You're not gonna be like at low RPMs much. But if you're dailying, you're gonna feel a lot more vibration. Oh, the rigid collars, I love it. Every time I turn the steering wheel, it reminds me that this car has it. Like, it's that obvious. It's not like maybe I feel it, it's definitely there. I definitely feel a big, huge difference in the steering input. The steering feel. Heel toe. Heel toe is always fun. You don't have to be racing to do heel toe. You can practice at every stoplight. I wonder if it sounds different from the outside with the super stiff engine mount. Because on the inside it's vibrating like crazy and it sounds a little different. Okay, I need to make a right soon. 986. Wow, that was... I think when you rev it, like when you suddenly step on the gas really heavy, that's when you feel the engine mount absorbing most of the vibration. So when you do that, it feels crazy. Like if you suddenly rev it. Here it is. Right lane. Oh, the rigid collars feel too good. Wow, I can feel a lot of vibration there. Combined with the brakes, the whole car just feels so much better now. Oh yeah, and the Koki models actually have sort of like a VTEC at 5,500-ish, which is pretty cool. It's like a mini VTEC. You can hear a difference in the engine sound. And oh, this is actually our first highway test of the engine mount, so let's see how it is. Wow, when you steer, it feels so much better with the rigid collars at highway speeds. So good. I just want to feel it.
You can feel it right away.
Yeah.
It's a tiny turn.
Let's turn on the AC. Oops. But I guess this also serves as a review for the Spoon N1. It's got the perfect sound. I love the sound at, wow, at 80 it sounds amazing. Oh, the brakes are so good.
I love it on my 15.
Yeah. Jenny actually daily drives her W4
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
works flawlessly. Not loud at all, right?
Yeah, it's only like a tiny bit sound after the track days, but after that, it's like you don't even know it's there.
No, and even then the sound is tiny. It's
Yeah.
not like
super crazy.
it's not like Carbotech XP10
Oh, yeah.
level. Okay, I need to go up. Wait, where are we going? Should we go watch a movie? Okay, I guess this concludes today's video. My first review of my Honda Fit. Let's see. Let me know if you guys want to see more or what you guys want to see. I might go more in depth on some of the other stuff I kind of missed today. Today was mainly just to cover the engine mount, the rigid collars, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching.